Hi, I am trying to get everything prepared for an event I'm going to this weekend. And one of the things I would like to do is sell ebook codes. Now, until recently, I never really thought about creating codes on Bookfunnel that I could then sell to people in person. This is something you need to be really careful with because if you are on Amazon with Kindle Unlimited, you are only supposed to sell ebooks on Amazon. So you need to be wary about that. So do make sure you understand the rules before you do anything with ebooks and selling them off of Amazon if your books are in Kindle Unlimited. Just want to make sure you are aware of that. Now, to do bundles, so that's what I need to do. I need to create a bunch of codes that I can then copy over to some sort of documentation. Now, on Bookfunnel, you can go and they'll show you some really pretty cardstock type things like big things you can print out. I am doing these really small things in Word doc that you can see over to the right of the screen with a picture of just a phone because that's what I want to do. Now, I could have grabbed a different image. I could have done like a Kindle or something like that. A lot of people read off their phone. This is my choice. And I'm going to show you how I created this Word document so you can see what I did. I actually have done a few books, as you can see, and I just keep on changing the background. The QR code is the same because the QR code goes to the print codes to the site on Bookfunnel where they can claim their book. So let's start with creating the codes and then I'll get to the rest of it. So on Bookfunnel, I'm going to come all the way down here to print codes. This is where I clicked to get to here. And then I come into the action button and I want to do a new print batch. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to put in a name of my batch. I'm going to select a book and then you don't have to watch me do all my typing. Okay, I do want to note a few things. I named mine with 2025. I don't know if it matters. It's just a name. So I could have said Veiled Phoenix first batch. It's just a way so I know which one in case I decide to do this a million times. I am not going to keep both books into this batch, but if you wanted to do a book set of ebooks, you can actually put multiple books into this batch. And then when the person clicks on that code, they'll have more than one ebook. So I could have put my whole trilogy in here, Veil Phoenix, Moonstone Phoenix, and Battle Phoenix. And I could have put my whole trilogy in here, and then one code would have gotten all of the books for my reader. But I just want one book. So there we go. And we can preview what this page is going to look like and what they have for this. I am going to do 24 codes. That's because this has 8 on a page and this allows me to do 3 pages. I am not going to do an expiration date. Let's see. And I am going to come in here and I'm going to do a few changes. I want this to be black and gray with a default color of red because it matches the fire of the phoenix. I am not going to worry about changing any of the other customs, but if I look at this now, it looks much closer to YA with the black and the red with the phoenix. And there you go. And they can just click here to start reading in the browser because I didn't click this offer the reader the option of joining your mailing list. If I click this, when they click get my book, they also will have the option of joining. I don't want that because I feel like if I bought an ebook and I paid for it, and then there was a, it almost feels like a commercial. Now join my mailing list. That I can put into the back of the book. Did you enjoy the book? Join my mailing list. I have that in the book. That's fine. I don't want that beforehand. I don't want to say, you've bought the book, now join the mailing list. If the book is free, sure. But if they've paid for it, I feel like that's not fair. So if this was free, sure, but not on something that I'm going to ask people to pay for. And that's what this is for. To me, this is something I'm going to sell. So I'm not going to have the mailing list. I do that for my landing pages for emails, but not for this. Okay, so I'm going to save and close. Now it's created, but I don't have anything generated. So if I come back up here and I say generate codes, yes, what I'm going to get is a spreadsheet of codes. Download your list of codes. And here they are. And so I have 24 codes. And though it looked like these were complete and done, they weren't. These are for the last book because I always just resave. So I can come in here, copy this, and paste it here because that's actually for, that code there was for Wolf Healer, my other book. And then what I like to do is I like to highlight that so I know that that code has been used so I don't come back and reuse it. You may have noticed that the list of codes has gone away. That spreadsheet has disappeared. I got done with the video and I realized that I told you I was going to give you more information about how I made the Word document. So there are two images on here, the phones and this QR code. And I wanted to talk to you about how I created each of those. So for the phone, I come to this site right here, which is DIY book design. It's DIYbookcovers.com. And it allows you to make images of your book, be it on a tablet, a hardcover, softcover. You can make composites. Realize if you choose a composite with a spine, you will need to provide an image of the spine as well as an image of the book itself. But if you choose anything else, you only need an image of your book itself. You come here, it says, give us a image of your book. So if I come and I find a cover of my book, this is a cover I created as a temporary until I get an official cover for this book. If I hit upload, I have this, it's so big. It is huge right now. And then you go to the next one. And then you can decide if you want it as PNG or JPEG. I usually go for PNG because it's a smaller document. And then you wait for it to floop up into here. When you click on this, notice it's whatever, it's all three of them. If I hit edit, it does have the see-through background. It's huge. I always like bring this way down in size so that if I'm using it, it's easier to judge its size. So I take it down. I try not to lose the shadow though, just in case I want that shadow. And then I will save it to wherever I want on my computer. And I can create, and then if I want to create the next one, say I want just this in a Kindle, because this will never be an actual book. So that was kind of a silly one. That's already there. So I can just come down over here and say, hey, just give me and I would edit it again. Looks all official when it's like in this form. It's funny that I do a tablet. I don't normally do the named tablet, the Kindle, because not everybody has a Kindle. And so it seems more bougie to me. Same as the iPhone, I would rather go for the generic phone because that's what everybody has. So this is just kind of my way of doing it. You might choose another way of doing it. But this is a way that you can get all of your needs. Then you can throw this on Canva or in a newsletter or wherever you want it. And you just save this off onto your computer. The other thing that was on my Word document was that QR code. There are a lot of places you can go to get QR codes. Some of them are free for so many days. Make sure you look at the small print. I will be honest with you, I once got a QR code that was only free for about 60 days. I didn't realize that until it was printed on a bookmark and people were going beyond the free days. I kept on getting emails. People are trying to access your QR code. Do you want to pay? I did not. That was not a good look. Kindlepreneur. Preneur. It is a great site for lots of information for indie authors. This is an amazing place to go. It also is a QR code generator. You can put the URL here. You can, let's say I wanted to create one for this really pretty bundle I have where people can get all of this stuff. And I can just come here, copy this, put that URL in here. And then I could put an image here. Let's say I want to put just because that's open, I can throw in one of my little covers here. Then that cover is right there in the middle. And then I can pick any color I want. Maybe I want it, there. And then I have this QR code created and I can download it. And it looks very similar to what we just saw, where I would once again bring this in so it's not quite as big before saving it off. I also wouldn't keep that as my image in the middle. It's not clear what it is. And I would want something that was branded towards me, not that one silly book. But it was that simple to make. And now this QR code, if you want to put your phone to it, you'll see that it goes to this site. So it's just that easy to create the books, the 3D books, the QR code, and put it wherever you want to put it. All right. Once all of these are done, I will print this out, cut them out, and I'll have them in an envelope ready for sale at my book event. All right. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like, share with whomever you think would benefit, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.